Hello, hello, hello. I see Irene and Betty and Annette. And I think it's just the three of you so far. We are going to make two card kits today, and I'm so excited about them. They are so pretty. Let's go ahead and get rid of my computer. Set my accessory things off to the side here. That's them. They go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Very good. All right. And go ahead to my hands, please. These are the kits we're using today. This is called Christmas Tweetings. And these are both Deco-Large kits we're doing today. There's Seasons Tweetings with the beautiful birdhouse. Hi, Stephanie. Okay. And look here. Oh my gosh, this one is called A Perfect Christmas. I'm going to do these live on the air today, so we didn't know exactly what materials to match yet, but we will put together the kit right after class today. I don't think there's going to be a lot of accessory materials involved because it is a Deco-Large kit, and because they just don't require a lot of embellishment. Look how cute this is. Oh my gosh. So as you know, with the Deco-Large, our goal is to get at least 2, if not 3 cards from the kit. They tell us we'll make 1. And we make them with less layers, but we still get nice layering. I will start by using this one, my regular background, as a layer, and then my cardstock will be a layer, and then I will take the most complete image that I have, which is going to be this one with the trees. I'm going to take that one as a layer, and I'm going to then start matching these pieces with the other layers and make sure I'm going to get enough pieces to justify making 3 cards. Sometimes when we have really big pieces like this, I only do 2, but let's see what we get. I don't know. These are really big pieces, so we might be well advised to just make 2 from this, but we'll see. Just 2. Then we've got noses.
Say hi to Karen.
Hi, Karen. Good to see you, friend. Can you guys tell me, one of our group wrote to me and asked me for the name and address of the person who was talking about having chemo. And because I am not always tuned in with the chat that's going on, sometimes I miss those comments. So I was hoping you guys could tell me which person has recently discussed needing chemo so that I can help this lady who wants to send a card. And I understand the permission had been given, but I didn't see the chat. So I've got my pieces distributed. Now I want to see how many I have. So on this bear.
Hi to Diane.
Hi, Diane. On this bear, I have 3 pieces.
Hi to Glenn.
Hello, Glenn. And on this one, I actually have 3 layers. And on this one, I have 3 layers. I think we're going to be okay with these, but I'm going to just try building this, and then we'll see if we might want to just make 2 out of this. I just don't know yet. So I'm going to go ahead and put some foam squares on here and look at these before I actually assemble them.
Yesterday you did say we're making 6 cards.
Well, I did, and we usually would. But if it's not enough layers, we'll make 5 because we are adaptable people. Some of us are highly adaptable. And you think that's not me, don't you?
Yeah, I've lived with you.
Huh?
I lived with you. I know the truth.
Okay, I have my first card there.
And it says she used all the layers on the topper set, and it was very dramatic.
I'm sure it was. I do love this card. Ashley found the corners. They were in the box over there.
Yes, they're in that was Brittany's inventory box,
Okay.
which means that we only have 4 of those packages total.
Yeah, that's fine. We're not going to use all. We're only going to give them a couple for the books.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see what we get here. Trinket nose is there. I don't know why. I just felt the need. So Jake and Jordan are going to be leaving town. When did you say? What day?
Tuesday.
Tuesday to begin the trek home. Just in time for all the snowfall across the country. Oh, these are going to be cute. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate that. I think I'm going to be pleased with these. I think we can do 3 layers. Thank you, Annette. Yeah, these are going to be cute. I'm not at all worried about having less layers on these. Here we go. Yeah, I think we've got plenty of layers here. So we're going to go ahead and use those. Okay. Go ahead and assemble these. Okay. I was going to do a shaker with these, but because they're so big and used all the layers on one, I felt it'd be too much. Yeah, I think you might be right. That would have been a lot. This is just so stinking cute. Helps if you put the layer on straight, which I did not that time. Come on, let go. Wow. Okay. Okay. I made another album last night. I finished the album for our Alice's Tea Party. I'll show you that in a little bit. It was great fun to do, and I discovered, with the help of G45 and one of their instruction sheets, some instruction I had not been given before on cutting out the notches and on what else? I guess it was just cutting out the notches that I had been having trouble with. I didn't like the way I did it in my Saturday class. But now I have a new way, and in the kits we're putting together, we're actually going to give you a template for the pocket. So that's going to work out well, I think. Sure, I should be taking those off quite yet off the bottom. Just put those back on. Let's leave that. Just assemble this. It's cold out here in the Pacific Northwest. It's in freezing temperatures at night, but we haven't had any snow, and nor do I think we're headed for any. We have kind of a high pressure ridge sitting over the coast right now that's chasing away all of the threats of moisture and even our normal rain. Boy, this is cute. Okay, we got all of our pieces assembled for this one. And we have nicely layered pieces available. So I'm going to need to create one back. My garbage is all covered up. You take this stuff and uncover my garbage. All right. Okay. Let's get some cars. Balmy 33 here, Glenn says. Wow. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Got 2 borders and 3 sentiments on our sheet here. We actually have this other pretty one that could be a border. We'll keep that in case we want it. Like that a lot. And I like this one a lot. Have a perfect Christmas. That's actually really cute too. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna start by doing this one down here. I don't think this really needs a piece of mirror board to sit on. I'm going to go ahead and just put this directly onto the cardstock, I think. Well, I guess it's definitely beginning to look like the holidays, isn't it? All these cold temperatures around the country. We had the fall that just about never ended, and here we are. How many of those kits are you making, Margie?
So I found them in a box over there. They weren't in inventory, so I'm guessing those are them. There are 13 here. There's one more downstairs.
I don't think we need more than about 10, so let's make 10. Thank you. Okay. I think maybe we should make 8. Let's make 8 of them, Margie, and we'll pop together some more. We'll leave them in it out of inventory, and we'll pop together some more if we need them. How's that? as opposed to having to take them apart if they don't go. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to bring this bear down a little ways here in front because I like the way the trees look, and I like having that kind of halo of snow across the top there. I'm going to put these little paw prints up here at the top, and then put the little interwishes on top of that. I like the way that looks. Okay. Go ahead and put some tape on this piece. Okay. And these paws are directional, so I just turned it around so my paws would be facing the right direction. Put a little bit of foam behind that. There we go. As soon as I figure out what they did with it. Okay. That looks good. Yes. Snowy cards to match the weather.
Say hi to Carol.
Hi, Carol. All right. Let's put him down here. How cute are you? Margie, will you check and see if these kits were held out of inventory or listed for me, please? There's our first card done. Isn't it cute? Oh my gosh, I love it. Hi, Mary T. All right, one down. Now we have this beautiful piece of this cardstock. I'm going to go a little higher when I put this on the cardstock and catch some of that pretty snow up there. So I worked on the album until about, it must have been 2:30 or so this morning. Then I took all the sales stuff down, which takes a while. I guess I must have worked on the album till a little after midnight. Then it took me an hour and a half to take the Tuesday sale down. And then I wandered in the house. It was about 3, a little after 3, between 3 and 3:30. And as I was rooting around for a snack, I thought I should just look at that reminder from the doctor's office and see what time I'm supposed to be downtown tomorrow. And I realized that instead of the afternoon appointment I had initially made, they rescheduled my appointment for 9 o'clock, 9:50 this morning, downtown Portland. So I realized that instead of sleeping till noon like I fully anticipated doing, that I was going to be up and out the door a little after 9 this morning. I was not happy. I'm never happy with 9 a.m. anything, no kind of appointment at 9 a.m. It is not my style. But I was even less happy when I realized I had already stayed up and I was going to be in trouble this morning. Okay, I covered this card with some mirror board because the way this bear is positioned, I think I'll cut my cardstock down a little to have a border around it. May even give him just a little bit more of a border. So instead of cutting it to 5, I cut it to 4 5/8. I'm going to take some of this off the bottom. And I think I'll make my length 6 5/8. That's still cutting off a lot. I'm going to take some more off the bottom. I really want that pretty snow up there. And this will get me most of that. There we go. So by putting a piece of mirror board behind it, I get a bear that's much more centered. Yeah, I believe you, Glenn. As a farmer, you would be up at 4. Well, we were both up at 4 your time, just with different goals in mind. I was up at 1 thinking about going to bed, and you were up for the day. Now I get to sleep until 6:30, she says. Yeah. People ask me how I get so much done. It's by working in the middle of the night. I get so much done. I get so much more done when the phone's not ringing and there are no questions and I can just be really focused, whether it's working on book work or whether it's creating things. I kind of get a second wind in the middle of the night and
They are
I'm
not
ready to go.
online. They're not. They weren't counted as part of inventory.
Okay. Yeah, let's keep them out of inventory then until we see how many album kits we need. Okay. My pretty little snowflakes here. I'll cut this to 4 5/8 since I know how wide that banner is. I'll put this here. And let's put the Let It Snow up here. So darn cute. Oh my gosh. I came into being a night owl, quite honestly. My dad was a night worker when I was growing up, and my mom used to stay up and meet my dad because that's the only time they'd see each other. So she'd stay up and meet my dad when he came in. So I was raised in a household full of people who were up all hours of the night. I think I just kind of inherited that trait. it's not easy for me to go to bed early. I can train myself to do it, but if I miss it one night, I'm right back into my habit of staying up all night because it's just kind of my natural state. It's what my body seems to want to do. I think Margie's much the same way. That's probably why we're good friends, because we can craft all night together, huh, Margie?
It's true, it's true. Husband on night shifts adds to that, of course.
Nice house.
Well,
Bryce is in bed by 10 o'clock every night.
for me,
And by 10:15, he's grouchy if he's kept up. Irene says, hi, Margie.
hi.
I think if I lived on a farm, my horses would learn to be mid-morning creatures.
Okay, I've got a story. I get a
You'll
picture.
have to come over here so they can hear you. There we go.
I get a picture of Emma from her school holding up a sign that says, I am grateful for.
Oh, okay.
And so she has parents and grandparents and cats, which we don't have because we're all allergic, badly. But she's grateful for them. And then she says, teacher and parents and let's see, what else was it? The dogs and FANTEGOTS.
Spell it again.
Oh dear, let me make sure that I can do it again. FANEGOATS. Fainting goats.
Fainting goats.
Has she been watching YouTube again?
And hens and roosters. But the fainting goats,
That is so funny.
I had to phonically sound it out because I was, and that's how she knows how to spell.
Yeah.
So of course,
Fainting goats.
fainting goats.
She's adorable.
Yes, honey.
That's very funny. And fainting goats, huh?
Fainting goats.
Okay, let's see. So, here's I'm going to use this deep blue background for this. And I'm wanting to put acetate on it. Cover my blue with acetate. Oh, that's going to be so cute. So cute. I'm going to put this banner on, which will give me a good place to secure my acetate to the top of my card. And I'm going to put, I think I will let the acetate go over the top of the bears. And I have to, yeah, that's going to be cute. Okay, so in any case, I need to match. I need to put my blue on first. Just textured on one side, smooth on the other. I'm going to put the textured side down to my card and keep the smooth side up. Okay. Glenn's telling Annette that in his area they have a fishing report there called the Happy Hooker.
reporting.
Sounds like a fish report.
Bryce says that sounds like a fishy report. Glenn.
Oh.
All right. So next, I'm going to put my bears on my card. Then I'm going to put my acetate down. I had a snowdrop that was going right over the eye of my little guy, so I'm trimming a little bit of acetate off in hopes that that won't be right over his eye this time. Oh, that's good now. That's really good now. Okay. So I'm going to... That's so cute. Got my 5x7 acetate. I'm going to go ahead and put my bear down here. Glue. I used half a tube of glue last night putting my album together, Margie.
You did what? Used half?
I used half of one of these last night putting my album together.
I was getting ready to go pull some more glue out and fill the glue bottles from glass.
Okay, we'll go ahead and put her bear down there. I'm going to put my acetate on. First, I'm going to put my label on where I want it. So, get my tape on the back of my label. Thank you for doing the thumbs up, guys. I see you reporting doing it. I love that. Thank you. Okay. Find center there. I'm going to go ahead and put my label on here. Now I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to put it on the back of my acetate so that I will have a good anchor to my card for my acetate. I'm going to give that a couple strips of tape just to make sure that it's behaving. A little over there. Peel that up and back onto itself. Finger lift doesn't work so well when you put it right on top of another piece of tape. Okay, make sure none of my adhesive is showing. And I'm going to position this acetate then right over the top of my card. Looks like my acetate might be just a tiny bit wide. So I'll take my scissors, trim that acetate so that it's a good fit. There we go. How cute is that? Let's look at our 3 cards. Quick and easy. We've been 42 minutes. We've done 3 cards. Aren't they adorable? Oh my gosh. Really adorable. I love those. I love those. Okay, done with these. Let's move on to Season's Tweetings. Oh, I thought, where's that acetate poking me from? It was a little piece I picked up off the table. All right. We are done with this. Let's get our birdhouse out here. And for this one too, we're going to have to create a background. And I'll show you that momentarily. Let's start by deciding how many cards we can do.
Hi,
And,
Adeline.
excuse me?
Hi, Adeline.
Hi, Adeline. Welcome, friend. Okay, I'm going to take the biggest layer that I have to be one of my layers. And that is going to be this. Oh, that's going to be cute over there. That's going to be really cute against that side. And now I'm going to take my second biggest layer. Which is this one, and go over my cardstock. I always like to use my second biggest one to go over the cardstock because there's no foiling on here. So that brings our foiling in. It's going to be cute. So then our third largest can go onto our layering sheet. And then we'll just distribute our pieces, working largest to smallest. So I've got my created piece is going to get this roof line. My cardstock piece is going to get this little shelf. My background sheet is going to get that bird. And this holly. And let's see. Give this piece of holly to my cardstock.
Please say hi to Mary R.
Hello, Mary R. Okay. Did you guys tell me, was there another person besides my mom who's doing chemo? I just wanted to answer that lady. And I'm not sure if maybe I missed something in chat that someone else is doing chemo. But if you guys could help me with that, that would be great. If we have another person in our group who might be undergoing that. Okay, got a little heart here. They can go up here. There's a tiny little berry here that I may or may not use. It's so little. And then I've got a couple of sentiments on here. And we'll pop it out. And we'll have all of our layering pieces distributed. Oh, it's Victoria Phoebe's? Okay. Thank you, Annette. Thank you. Sometimes I miss really important things in the chat when I'm creating and not seeing everything. So Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this piece together. Now, you guys might remember, you might not remember that if I'm using a layering piece that wasn't intended to be a background and it has a punch out, I will often not take that punch out because it has the right colors already on it in most cases. So I'm not taking the little punch out off the back of this piece that was my larger piece. This is going to look so cute on that border. I can't believe how cute that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. This is just so cute. I guess I could stretch it out just a little. Let me see. Yeah, a bit about like that, so it will fill my 5x7. Thank you, Annette. I really appreciate the help with that, friend. Like I said, sometimes I miss important things. Time for a little drink of Mio. Okay. Let's see. So I don't think Phoebe's given me her permission to share her address yet. If she comes on, we'll ask her. In the meantime, if you want to send greetings to Victoria, you can send them in care of me and I'll forward them on to her. You guys know I'm pretty strict about making sure I don't give out any information without a person's permission, just because that's the right thing to do. So I don't think I have her permission to give her address yet, but if you wanted to send her a card, you can send them to me and just make sure that you might send it to Victoria in care of Debbie at Simply Special, and I'll make sure then that they go on to her. Get that straight as I want it to be. And Phoebe, if you're watching this, Victoria, and you want me to make your address available only to the crafty friends, you just have to email me and let me know, and then I can share that, but I won't share it without your permission. But in the meantime, like I said, if you want to send a greeting to Victoria, I will make sure it gets there. I just want you guys to know there are some things you can count on. People still doing the right thing. You know? There's so many people that are willing to throw the rules out the window, and we're not one of them. Okay. Not that I don't trust you guys, I trust you implicitly. It's just I also care about your privacy. How's your post office time?
Oh, we're good. I don't have to wait till 5:30.
Okay. Hi, Laura. Good to see you, friend. Okay. Margie was just talking about filling glue bottles. I tell you, since we started this on-site quilling class, we are going through the glue. Holy cow. Of course, we started the on-site quilling class, and then I started making albums between the two.
You're also using your glue for cards more frequently.
That is true. I've been using my glue more, just all around.
Yeah. So what's handy, I think.
Your wing was clear up there. I want you to see the dimension we're getting on these cards. So pretty. See the nice layering we're getting. You really see it in the roof line here, but we're getting really good dimension on the other side too. Okay, let's see. I love that holly border. Almost tempted to make this into a DL card. I think a 5x7 will work great though. Let's see what we think. Where have you been shopping, Annette? I heard that retail stores.
Hollies.
I thought you were talking about Oliver when you were saying Ollie's. But as you can tell, I tune in halfway while I'm creating things. We don't have an Ollie's. But I did hear retail stores are expecting to have a good year this year. But now that people can get out of their houses with COVID, they're wanting to shop in real stores, which is good because lots and lots of our money disappeared into the Amazon zone and others over the last few years. It's nice to have bricks and mortar stores and mom and pop businesses have a chance to get some sales this year. Oh, it's like Big Lots. Okay. Cool. Big Lots is a fun store. We do have them. You never know what they're going to have, but if they have it, it's priced right. Oh, that's so pretty. I love that. Sent with love. Christmas tweetings. I think I like that. I'm going to put that down in this lower corner where it'll show. And I just ran out of foam squares again. I don't want those little tiny ones. Aha. Another pack. Hi, Sharma. Okay. I love the bright red on here. It's gorgeous. Christmas tweetings. I think I'm going to call that good and just leave that alone. We might have to put a little glitter on it because it does have a snow line. But let's stop there with that one. Let's put this one together. And then we'll decide what goes where. Going to Michael's then to Ollie's. I didn't know. I thought maybe you called Oliver Ollie. My little buddy. My buddy Oliver. Okay. Put this little heart on the birdhouse. All right, let's pop all this on the background. We're getting close to being done here, guys. Wowzer. I'm still using those cheap foam squares and tape. We had a bit left of it, so I absconded with the box, and I've just been using that for my demo stuff, because why not? Oh, Okay, be ready for a Christmas envelope full of art. You know, that is just like one of the best gifts you can give me. I love kid art. Margie's granddaughter Emma has made me some cards that are all in the window of my office. And when she comes over, she looks to see if they're still there.
And she'll remember too.
And remembers, yeah. And they are there because they make me happy. I love kid art. So you can imagine how much I loved doing art literacy with the grade schoolers. Oh my gosh, I had such a good time. It was great fun. It was a big part of my life for 6 years. Sometimes bigger part of my life than I like to think about because I think I told you that when we did the art literacy program, which was teaching kids about different artists and then doing art in the style of that artist, I couldn't stand the thought that not all the classrooms had a parent volunteer, because a lot of the parents at our school had 2 working parents and they just couldn't do it. And I could appreciate that. It's a tough thing sometimes for parents. They couldn't stand the fact that some of those classrooms wouldn't have art. So I took all the classrooms that weren't covered. One year I had 20 art literacy classes I did every month because I just couldn't stand not doing. Not the idea that any of my kids would not have a chance to do that. That just broke my heart. So okay, so I have 2 cards under construction here right now. I have these 2 borders. One of these cards is going to be rather narrow, so I think maybe we will, yeah, mine was a volunteer position. And I worked as full-time as some of the teachers. But I couldn't let those kiddos not get their art classes because they looked forward to it so much. It just had to be done, you know? It just had to be. That looked cute. Sent with love up the side like that. I think maybe we'll do that. All right, I'm liking that. Let's go ahead and then the art literacy lessons were originally created by a curriculum designer somewhere else in the country and just adopted by our Tigard School District. But they were written at almost a college level. They were ridiculous. And when I first went into the art literacy program, they gave you slides and a script to read when you did the slides. And it was the most boring thing I had ever encountered. So when the art literacy director for our school left, I stepped up and took the program and rewrote the script in different levels to be suitable for kindergarten to 5th graders. We did away with the slides entirely and went and got books about the artists with big pictures. Took the kids to the star carpet and we interacted with the kids and talked about the art, looked at the samples, and we talked about what they saw and how it made them feel and what kinds of colors were in it and just a variety of things to help point out the things that made that artist special and different. And then I gave them handouts. Bryce's work was kind enough to let me do color photocopying. I gave them handouts for each artist in a folder to keep it in. And each month when we went into their classroom, we asked questions about the prior months. And so the kids who could answer the questions got prizes. And I will tell you that those kiddos, by the end of the year, they could tell you, a second grader could tell you with a few hints, understand that, but our second graders could tell you every artist they studied and something about that artist's work. Because they were so into earning their prizes, and they could look up the answers, and that was okay. But they really got good at identifying the work of different artists and what made those artists unusual. We had so much fun. It was such a blast. I still miss it, you can tell. And I haven't done it since my kids were in grade school. They did love it. Say hi to Margie. Margie's here. She just took over for Bryce.
How do you do, guys?
So I'm putting the Merry Christmas stripe up this side, and then I'm going to put the Sent with Love heart on the stripe, which is going to help fill this card out and make it look better as a 5x7. So we've got Merry Christmas and Sent by Love on that sentiment. Now, for my next piece, I'm going to need a piece of created cardstock. And what could be better than velveteen?
That sounds very much like next trick out of my hat is...
Yes. So this is velvet paper from SEI. You know, we have this in the store. Lots of you guys own this kind of paper, because we did lots of specials on this last year. And I'm going to cover this card with this honey velvet. And then we're going to build our card on this velvet background. This is not going to be an expensive card kit. It'll have 6 5x7 pieces of paper. I think I've used one piece of Silver Mary. We'll have a 6x12 or a 6x8, I don't know, whatever we need to cut it to, of the blue background and a piece of acetate. And we'll have a half a piece of this velvet paper. So there are going to be 6 cards in it, but I bet it still works out to under $2 a card for this kit. If you want this kit, we'll pop this kit together either tonight or tomorrow, and it will be out there and available for you if you want to make these cards. They're so darn cute.
I love the polar bears.
The polar bears are just too cute for words. And I like the robins too. There's just something about robins in winter. That's why I picked them. The polar bears were too cute for words, and the other one had robins. And I do so love those. We may pop this into December where I took those kits off and see if this will spark some interest.
Transfer them over to the
The Friday night classes, like.
Mhm.
The stuff just cuts like butter too. It's just beautiful. If you have not tried die cutting this velvet, you really need to try that. It just works so nicely.
It's beautifully embossed too.
Yeah.
I've done some embossing on them and I like it. And it can handle it. It doesn't.
But that looks pretty on the back there. So I've got these corners. I have to decide if I want to use them. I think I do, but not sure. Go clear up to the top. Get my message on here. Could bring these in a little. You know, I just remembered a trick I've used in the past. I might have to grab my frame back out of the garbage because there's a little trick you can use to get all these pieces even. You can glue them through the frame. Let me see. Okay. Oh, stuck on the papers on the floor.
Are they papers you need in the moment?
No.
Are they papers that can be run over?
Well.
Never mind. Let
Are
me go
they
get them.
papers that will be run over? That is perhaps the correct question to ask. Are they papers that will be run over? The answer to that is likely. Okay, so by trimming this frame out, I can use this frame to get my corners straight. I'm putting the frame on. I think I'm actually not going to put this on the outside. I think I might put that on the inside. Because as I'm looking at this, that's really quite pretty on there.
Laura says that she loves embossing on fabric.
Huh.
Do you?
When
Oh,
you
go ahead.
emboss on fabric, are you using stiffened fabric?
That was going to be my question.
Great minds thinking along the same lines.
I'm so glad that you have complete trust in great minds. I don't know.
Sometimes we both have goofy minds. But most of the time, we get along all right. Okay, so I'm going to put this birdhouse right down through that frame. Just regular fabric, mixed it with water and it lasts forever. Interesting. Huh. Okay. I'm going to glue these corners in and then I'm going to lift that frame off when I'm done, but I'll have a nice even distribution of my pieces here by gluing these corners through the through the frame. Let's see. this Saturday on our classes? Do you know? Would you look, please? I should know, but
Is it the threefold? I know that we've looked at it before. Okay. Yep, it's the 3 fun folds.
oh, the 3 fun folds.
Mhm.
I'm going to have to get busy and finish the 3 fun folds then, aren't I?
Possibly.
Okay, so now I'm just lifting this frame back out of there, guys. See that? And I'm going to have nice, pretty, even pieces on my card. And this is so soft and so tactile. Beautiful. It's beautiful. And now I still have a border left. So I think I will take my border piece. Go there. I could go here. Kind of like that. I'll do that. I'll put it down there. Yeah, it is a good trick. Just something I thought of one time, and I tried it, and it just worked. Okay, and let's put a little piece of double stick tape on the back of this little narrow border. Of course, if you have inserts, insert it before you put these pieces on. Got my scissors gummy again. Almost embarrassed. We'll put this on foam since it's in the inside. I will put it right side up though. There we go. Here's our robins. This is Season's Tweetings. There we go. There's our duo kit for our robins. And we had our polar bears. And that was fun. 1 hour, 21 minutes for 6 cards. Let me show you what I did last night. Show you what I made. I'm still finishing the cover. I'm going to put some of these Graphic 45 corners on the cover. They come with 8 pieces. When we do a kit, I think I'm going to just give 2 corners. per kit, keep the cost down. But this is my Alice's Tea Party. You want to come in closer on this? I still need to decorate the cover with some flowers. Whoops.
Too much?
Back out, yeah. Back out just a little. There we go. There we go. That's nice. Okay, so there's our Alice's Tea Party. Here's my white rabbit running late. My favorite Alice character. He speaks to me. And then I have created, with the assistance of the director, the artist who put together the album sample, I created a pocket here for more tags that you can put photos and stories on the back of. And then here is my pull-out page. And Cheshire Cat's another one of my favorites. Now when I put these down, I left the corners loose so I could tuck in photos and journaling. And of course you have to have the Queen of Hearts. And also, I didn't leave her loose. I thought I left them all loose. And then I used a piece of chipboard to create my pull-out. And once again, these are loose so that you can stick these in. These will be ready. I think we can say these will be ready tonight or tomorrow, Laura. I'm delighted to say, by the way, I have a perfect way to do this. Thanks also to the artist and her instruction sheet. We now have a perfect way to get these notches cut out. Yay us. It's a perfect way to get the notches. I will show you, I think this is a week from Saturday. A week from now. I will show you how to do that. And we are including in your kit the pocket template. Margie is...
They're done.
Oh, she has already photographed them onto cardstock for you. So you can just use a template. You can see what a nice pocket that turned out to be. So we're giving you a template for that. And then here are my horizontal and vertical photo pages. Now, I did not, at the advice of this artist, I did not put photos on every page or papers on every page. She's strongly advocating leaving some room for people to put photos in and then to use your papers to put their journaling words on. I did on this one and on this one because this is where the magnets are covered. Remember when we covered the magnets? And you need to have a paper with some pattern to it to hide the magnets. So I did put those on. But this was great fun to do. And look how beautiful it looks on the ivory. It's perfect on the ivory. So I'm very, very happy with it. Show you my cover all the way around. I have lots of tags in the pockets. Just as before, when I gave the sunflower album, I'm going to give my daughter a packet of stickers and borders and additional artwork she can put down anywhere she wants. I covered the bindings with flowers and that beautiful plaid. And I kind of carried that plaid through. It's on my cover, it's on my back, and it's on my binder inserts. So I love the way that looks. Very, very happy with this. It's my favorite one I've done. I mean, I love the ones that I've done, but this one, just in terms of my workmanship, each time I do one, it's getting better. And I love this one. I can't wait to put some beautiful flowers on the front and it will be finished. So that's what I did last night when I should have been sleeping. Saturday, we're going to do our 4 fun folds. Which means I got to get out here tomorrow and finish up my card samples because, nope, that's shutter cards. That is not fun folds. You have my fun fold samples over there?
Well, I can't see that.
Okay, that's all right. They've seen them. Okay. Are there any questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom that you guys would like to share before we get away? Do you remember? Oh my gosh, this is Thursday night. I got to put up the Fab Friday deals today. And don't think for a minute that because we've been doing Fab Fridays that I'm forgetting about Black Friday. Oh no, we're not forgetting Black Friday. I have some special deals brought in just for Black Friday. And you are going to be amazed with some of the Black Friday finds I have for you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Are there any questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom for me? Anything at all you want to share? If you want to know the meaning of life, that's perhaps a longer discussion.
42.
42.
Yeah.
That's the meaning of life?
Yeah.
Oh, Margie says the meaning of life is 42. I'll let you ruminate on that. I don't know what it means either. Okay. Well, if there's no questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom, look at 12:05 for your Fab Friday deals tonight, which I will set upon finding and listing right after I get off the live stream here. And so we'll have those tomorrow. We'll be back on Saturday for Fab Folds. And then we've got this beautiful album, the Alice's Tea Party, coming up next weekend. So we'll get that kit listed for you. I think we're down to, we're not adding a lot to it. It's going to have 12 by 12 papers. It's going to have the ivory album. We're going to put in some some corners for your book. And we're going to put some foam squares in for layering your elements on the front of the album. And other than that, I don't think we need to add anything else to it. So it's going to be a quick and easy kit to put together. We should have those up tonight or tomorrow. Okay? If there are no questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom for now, I'm going to say good night, Gracie. Hit that like button if you haven't done it already, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, okay? See you next time.